Hello, everyone. Here you are for our weekly lunch and learn. And you guys, we are on fire. We're at the end of Q4 here, but it doesn't matter. This is how you should treat your business every quarter. But I am so honored today because I have one of my most favorite people here on the face of this earth. She's actually, I kind of call her like Jay and I call her one of our adopted daughters, and Naomi's, a half sister, whatever you want to call it. But I have seen this girl go peaks and valleys, and she's finally at this place where she's got all of this incredible confidence. She's Brit. She's Brit. And now what she's created is what's called the Brit method. And this is what I truly love about stuff that we share, is stuff that's working, and these leaders are sharing with other people the best practices. So Brittany, I'm so honored that you're here with us today. You're sharing something that you created years ago. You've kind of revamped it, and you are sharing with everybody on this call. And already people are getting tangible results by what you're sharing with them. So I'm going to turn it over to you. And honey, I'm just so honored that you're spending time with us today.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm also honored as well that you asked me to do this. So basically, this is what I created because you guys, I've been in the game since I'm OG. However, I've recently revamped my business, and it's going amazing so far. I love my team, but special shout out to the Sideline Sisters, you guys, because Sideline Sisters, now that we're all on this call, that is where the magic happens. Because if you are a leader in your organization, you know that you are constantly pouring into your team, because that's what we do as leaders. But as Sideline Sisters, we're pouring and receiving. So it's very, very important that you have your Sideline Sisters. So if you guys want to team up, find your running buddy in this chat, get somebody that's in a different organization so you guys could share these tangibles with each other. Okay, so I'm going to be going over the consultation, you guys. So this is also really, really good for newbies. So this is what I do for onboarding. This is a number one thing before I do their first post on social media is I have them watch a consultation training before they do their first post, because when they do their first post, they're going to get inquiries and they need to know how to go through the steps, right? When they get the first comment like, oh, I want to try that. What is it? So this is where that comes into play. So the first thing is when somebody comments, so I'm going to go over two different ways, right? Because when it's incoming, when somebody is coming to you saying, hey, what is that shampoo? How do you what is that? I want more information. Or cold market, you going out to them. So the first thing I want to teach you is if it's incoming, if someone comes to you and says, hey, I heard of that shampoo. What is it? Tell me more. So the first thing you're going to say is, hey, I love it. I got amazing results with it. However, we're not a one size fits all shampoo. I would love to send you my 1-minute hair quiz. It will tell you exactly what you need for your hair type and your hair concern. Would you like me to send that to you? Okay, so you don't just say, I'm going to send it, ask the question, and then they say, yes, please. So then you send them the 1-minute hair quiz, and they like that it's customized, right? They feel like, okay, it's going to be personalized. Then you send the 1-minute hair quiz. Now, this is the part that goes either way. They don't do it. I was like, why are people not doing the hair quiz? Well, I did one little tweak. And I say, let me know when you're done and I'll check it for you. I say that right after I send the hair quiz. And then I saw everybody started doing it right away. Because everyone would be like, oh, I'll do it after work, whatever. But me saying, let me know when you're done and I'll check it for you, they're doing it right away. Okay. So after that, then I say, okay, I see, I got your results. Thank you so much. After they'll be like, okay, I'm done. Every time they'll say done. Okay. So this is like 99% of people will do it that have done it like this. And then I say, okay, I got your hair quiz. Now, could you send me a recent picture of your hair just so I could double verify it's the right thing for you? And this is critical, you guys. You guys want to get a picture. And this is the thing, people would be like, oh, I'll do it after work, blah, blah, blah. Well, I have a rebuttal for that. So I tweak that part. So I say, okay, could you send me a current picture or a quick selfie? That way, if they can't take a quick selfie, they could send me the current picture. We need this before picture because that is our moneymaker. Nobody in the world, none of my clients anyway, remember later to take their before picture. This is how we get their before picture, you guys. And this has saved me a lot of money and a lot of clients because, for example, my neighbor, I washed her hair. Thank God I took her before picture on my phone. Okay. She messaged me 30 days after using the black shampoo, IRT, whatever. And she goes, Britt, I like the shampoo, but when am I going to get hair growth? I said, well, Evie, it's been exactly 30 days, but send me a picture. I have your before picture. Let's put them side by side. You guys, she had her whole hairline grew in. She didn't know that. Nobody knows that. So that's why it's important we have their before and after, or else they will fall off like flies because they don't know it's working. They see themselves every day. So that before picture is going to help you maintain your customers and have them buy the rest of their lives. That's our goal. So I ask for the before picture. I wait till they send it. I say, you know, if they say, oh, I'll do it after work, I'll be like, okay, I said, or a recent picture, just send me any recent picture. So then they'll do that. Or if they don't respond, I'll be like, oh, I just went to your Facebook. I got your picture and I'll send it to them. Okay. Like, I'm not going to like stop that from going through the consultation. So go grab their picture and I'd be like, this is your picture. Now, could you tell me what is the one hair concern you have? If you could change anything about your hair, what would it be? And so I need them to say out of their own mouth, like aside from the hair quiz, I need them to say out of their own mouth what their hair problem is. Because it's going to make it more of a problem right now if they say it out of their own mouth. Like, oh, it's drying, breaking, brittle, whatever. And then also same thing with the picture, you guys. They'll be like, I'm so embarrassed to show you this. So that's making it more of an urgent problem because they're embarrassed sending their picture of their hair. So that's why the picture, and then also asking them what the problem is. If they could change anything about their hair, what would it be? And usually they send a list. Somebody's not muted. And so then after that part, then I asked them, okay, last question. What shampoo are you currently using? So this is where the education part comes in at. Okay, so I haven't told them a price. I haven't told them any of that. Now, this is the thing. If they cut you off and just say, hey, what's the price? I just want the price. I'll be like, listen, we have different things for you. I can't give you a price until I know what you need. So then I take control. I do not let them take control of the conversation. I take control of the conversation and I put them through these steps. Okay. So after I asked them, because you need a before pic to compare. Yes, you need the before picture 100%. Like I said, I could have like that VIP probably would have canceled if she didn't see that. And she worked for a doctor's office. She took it into her doctor's office. Her doctor signed up. All the people that worked there signed up. If I didn't have that before picture, and that was a lady that was probably going to cancel because she didn't see hair growth. Okay. So back to the consultation after you ask for the picture. And this is a thing that it's proven, you guys, this is scientifically proven. The more you have them engaged in the sale, they're answering questions, the more likely like they put their time in. So they're going to buy. So like, this is good all around. Okay. So after you ask them what they're currently using, this is the fun part. So let's say, for example, it's Redken All Soft. Okay. And so then you'll just take that shampoo, you'll look it up on Google, you'll do a 1-minute Google search.
So there's some questions that were coming in and I wanted to reiterate, you guys, this is make a Google Doc for your hair quiz, because that way you get the results immediately and the prices aren't on there. So this is what, this is what we've been doing for a long time, or a jot form. Whatever the case is, make your own, because that way, people don't get fixated on the pricing before you actually explain the value. Go ahead, Brett. Sorry.
Good call. So then I just asked them what shampoo they're currently using, right? So they already gave me the hair problem. Let's say it's hair thinning, breakage, just that. Okay. So I look up their shampoo. And by the way, you guys, these companies are getting smarter and smarter of hiding their ingredients. It's crazy. So whenever I look it up, to make it really, really quick, you guys want this to be 1 minute. If it's longer than 1 minute, you're doing it wrong. So I'll look up Reckon All Soft, and Amazon usually lists all the ingredients. So I choose the Amazon one, and then I look at the ingredients. If it ends in ONE, 9 times out of 10, it is a plastic. It is a silicone. Now there are different types of silicones. There are some that are okay and plant-based, and there are some that are horrible for your hair and it acts like saran wrap, suffocates your hair. It also, like, all this bad stuff, right? So once I find a ingredient that ends in ONE, I'll pop it into Google, and then I see what it is before I educate them. Okay. So I look it up, because we cannot give misinformation. This is like going to be our credibility, right? And so even they could go ahead and search it and see the same thing. So that's the thing. And so that builds trust, you guys, when we're educating. So I'll say, hey, and I don't want to offend anyone, right? So I say, hey, I don't know if you know this, and it's okay if you don't, but you have a plastic in your shampoo, and it could be contributing to your hair problem, whatever it is. So I say, those are the words I say. I don't say this is causing hair loss. This is causing damaged ends. I say this can be contributing to your issue. Okay. So it's very strategic lingo, but they really appreciate that, because they're like, what? I had no idea. It said sulfate free. I thought this was a good shampoo. And so that right there, they're in. Okay. Because you educated, and they're shocked and they're surprised, and they're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. Right. People do not know this stuff. And so when you're putting that into the consultation, it's perfect. Okay. So you have to do the education part. Then right after that, you say, okay, so I have exactly what you need. You need these 4 products, or you get these 3 products. It's going to last you anywhere from 4 to 7 months. And you get a 30-day money back guarantee. And this is the thing, that we have less than a 1% return rate. So it's highly unlikely, it's highly unlikely that you'll want to return it, but you do have that money back guarantee. And then, that's kind of the consultation. Also at the end, I will also send them a before and after picture of someone that looks like them. Because people are visual, you guys, and be like, look, oh my gosh, I had to show you. This is a picture of my mom, who also used Reckon All Soft. And this is her after picture just by using these products, and they'll be blown away with the picture. Now, if they give me any rebuttal about the price, I already know what they're using already, right? So they're already using Reckon. So I'll say, well, actually, this is the same price what you're paying now, so I have that information. But I say, but listen, would you like me? We have 2 to 3 sales a month. Would you like me to follow up with you on when we have another sale, or when we have our next sale? And they always say yes. So it's a matter of their paycheck, stuff like that. But I get them every single time, because they're giving me permission to follow up. So with that, I have no shame in my game. I'll say, hey, just let you know, I know you said you wanted this, you had this and that. And so once I put someone in the consultation, it's usually I get them either right then or within our next 3 sales. But that's usually as long as it will take for someone to do it. So does anyone have any questions? Oh yeah. Also for prices, I tell people do not pay attention to the prices at all, because I could get you a way bigger discount. And in in the bottom part, when I explain the price, I take a picture of the products, and then I take a picture of the price, the retail versus VIP, and I send them that picture alone just because they like to see that savings. So again, people are visual. They need to see the retail and what they're actually paying. Yes, there is a Word document. I will send it to Toni so she could post it with this recording.
Yeah, we can share any of the documents that you need. So what I'll do is I'll put a post in our group with her Word document, and with our hair quiz, I use Google Drive, only because it's just really easy to integrate into like landing pages and my other websites and stuff like that. So it's just, and it's free. So
yeah, and when I did this, a lot of people, it just helped them with the natural flow of it. And we do the same steps every single time. It's like clockwork. And then that way you never have to guess. And then that way you could also give your newbies a system to do every single time. Now, if I did answer this question before with somebody else, like how do you do the cold market kind of thing? How do you do like a 2-minute elevator pitch? So I'll just throw this in at the very end. So my elevator pitch is, if I see someone and I really want them, I will just look at them until I can find something I could have a genuine compliment for, right? It won't be fake. It cannot be fake, you guys. People can read energy. So it has to be a genuine compliment. So I start with the compliment, and then I ask a question. I never compliment without ending with a question, because if you compliment, it's like, oh, thank you. And then you're just standing there like, okay. So you always have to ask a question. So like, oh, I love your shoes. Where do you get them? Something like that. Then I just somehow we just keep on talking. And then I always bring up, oh, I have my own business, and then they'll be like, what is it? So always just be okay and owning that you guys have a real business. This isn't like just a little thing. No, be confident and tell every kind of conversation you have. You guys need to be mentioning, oh, I have my own business. I literally say that every single day to a new person, at least a few times a day. And they always ask, what is it? So I have the floor. It's not like I'm selling you guys. I have the floor. And then once I tell them I have the number one, and then they say, oh, what is it? I say, oh, I have the number one shampoo in the world. It's called Monate. Have you heard of it? And usually they say, I'll tell you yes or no. So if they say no, I say, okay, well, it's amazing. It's anti-aging, promotes hair growth. It's amazing. What shampoo are you currently using now? So I tell them a little bit, then ask a question. And then I put them right into the consultation. See, like that. And then if they say, yes, I have heard of it. Okay. Have you ever tried it? Because I don't care if you heard of it. Have you tried it? They usually say no. And if they say yes, I'll be like, oh, okay. Well, what happened? And then they'll be like, oh, whatever. I'll be like, okay, well, we have brand new products and they're amazing. And I'll just rave. And then I'll go to my phone and show a before and after picture, and I'll get them wanting it. Right. So you could rebuttal any kind of way. But that's kind of my elevator pitch, and just letting everybody know that you guys are open you guys are a business owner.
Trisha said she needs help with recruiting market partners. And I know that you're a master recruiter, Britt. So why don't you give some top tips about recruiting from your warm market and from your cold market?
So for recruiting, that's a great question. Because right now it's amazing. It's the best time right now. This month, I probably had the best month since I relaunched my business. And that is because of the extra bonuses. You guys my mom taught me, play whatever cards you are dealt. This month, we are dealt these cards of the extra bonuses. So we have to just go like it's like a new business launch. Okay. So basically, how it breaks down, 12 VIPs with 100 PV orders each, 3 market partners with the minimum product pack, $199. If someone does that, 12 VIPs, 100 PV orders, 3 partners, $199 each, they're making $156 per person. That's what it breaks down to, because it's 15 people, $2,360. People, I don't care what color you guys are. I know there's different color personalities out there, but at the end of the day, green is what feeds us. We need to be more comfortable talking about money. And because all this money is on the table, that's what people need to hear. They don't know we can make that much money in our first 3 months in the business. That is unheard of for direct sales. Usually in direct sales, we have to build our book of business for 6 months before we really see that kind of money, or 4 or 5 months, but this company is different. The reason why is because the owners, he made $1 million, his first $1 million doing this business. So he is smart. He knows we need to be paid in order to keep on doing this. So that's why they give us extra bonuses in our first 3 months. So you guys need to really be selling the Smart Start. You could make 156 per customer. I say per customer, that's my hook. That could be just for Smart Start purposes, 12 VIPs and 3 wholesale customers. I'm just going to say it. Now, going forward, we do not want to give away our discount because we don't get paid like that. We need to sign up customers as customers. However, for Smart Start purposes, I'm okay with it. And I tell my team I'm okay with it. Just to get money in their pockets. That's number one thing we want to do, because if we do that, you guys, everyone who joins me, their goal is a hood their first month. And a lot of them do it because I believe it's possible. So they take my belief and then they own it, and we make sure we get it done. But as far as cold market, I say, so what I do, you gotta really love on people, right? So every morning I set my timer. So this is important because this is how you guys could work faster, right? And get more people, is set a timer for 15 minutes. You'll work faster. And every morning before I get out of bed, you guys get out of bed, whatever you want to do. But every morning I compliment and then I ask a question. 15 minutes every day, because that is my engagement I'm doing with the cold market. So you guys have to be engaging with them in order for them to see your posts and engage in your posts. You have to engage in their posts. So that's really important. Then they'll start to see what I'm doing. And then eventually they'll ask me, what do you do? Or how could I join you? But I think the engagement part is really important, but also, maybe after we have 3 interactions where I compliment and ask a question on their stories, maybe I do 3, okay? 3 different days. Then we have like a regular conversation flowing. And then I could be like, hey sis, I have a question. What shampoo are you currently using? And I put them right into my consultation because we already have that natural conversation. And I have no shame in asking a woman what shampoo she's using. Like, these are beauty products. These are luxury beauty products. So start those conversations. It doesn't, how is that harming you to ask someone what shampoo are they using? And when you ask them, you're putting them right into the consultation. Oh, you use Reckon? Okay. If you could change anything about your hair, what would it be? It's just like that. So I think that I live and die and breathe by the consultation. I put people in there even though they don't even know they're in there.
Okay, so Britt, you have two other questions, you guys, and then we're going to wrap this up because I want to be respectful of everybody's time. So this next one is, what are your follow-up steps?
Yes, my follow-up steps, I would say, for a VIP, that's really simple because I already asked them for if I could follow up with them with a sale. So I already have permission. So all my VIPs, I'm doing them a favor. They're not doing me. I'm doing them a favor by following up. And that's the energy that we both feel, right? I don't feel any stank energy on stalking. Now, okay, this is a great question because I do have a huge girl I really want. And you guys, have no shame in my game with her because I know she needs this. She told me her financial situation. So because she told me inside information, I have no shame in stalking her a little bit, but not really. Okay. So basically, a few days went by. I texted her twice, the other day, she didn't get back to me. So I'm like, okay. So, but then she posted yesterday in her stories, her boots or something. And I said, oh, I love this. And I'm like, girl, I'm not giving up on you. That's not what we do here. And so I'm like, text me when you can. And then she texts me right away, you guys, within 2 minutes. So that is a way that I do it. When they start ignoring me on one platform, I will hit them up on the other platform once they post. And that works that gets like literally. I remember one of my heavy hitters, she would always, she is not a texter. She would ignore all my texts. She doesn't do Facebook. She doesn't do Instagram. She does Snapchat. So I have to see where they're posting and comment and engage on whatever social media platform they use. And then that's how I get them to respond. But really just use that information that they gave you originally, and then be like, hey, this is not, my mentor did not give up on me, and it's changed my life. She had to ask me 200 times before I said yes. So I know sometimes it takes 200 times. And then I always give them out. Sometimes I give them an out. If I feel like it's been a lot of times I follow up, I say, listen, if this isn't for you, just let me know, because I don't want to keep on messaging you and bothering you. But I just want to, but I'm not going to stop unless you tell me no, because nobody gave up on me. So I'm not going to give up on you.
No, you know what? That's a really good one. Like, that person didn't give up on me. So you think about this, you think about, and even though we are talking about shampoo in a business, it's a business that can change people's lives, you guys. But at the same time, think about, like your courting days. Like if you're married, or if you were married, or you have a significant other, sometimes it takes a lot more exposures to get to the yes, right? It just depends on your personality type. It depends on what's going on in your life. And think of yourself, and this goes back to the psychology of sales, and I'm going to touch on this tomorrow, is that it has to go back to building that trust and knowing that you can provide a solution to their problem. When you look at sales in that aspect, it's like almost like there's a 180 degree turn on how you look at your business.
Once you fully believe that you could help them, you're going to be relentless.
Yep. And you know what? And Brittany, you and I are wired the same way. Like if there's something that I want, or something that I see, or I am like a dog with a bone, I am relentless. And there's nothing wrong about being relentless. You're passionate about what you're doing. You see the value in it, and the value and the gifts that it can do for other people, right? When you put them first, then you're never going to feel like you're like that slimy used car salesman, right? And I'm using that because there's a lot of, salespeople out there that are absolutely excellent in their craft, and there's other ones and they suck. Right. So, I could use this example right now. The guy who sold us our floors was amazing. Right. And I had a budget, and he just kept providing more and more value. And I said, well, let me think about it, because it was an investment, right? Everything in life is an investment. It's an investment of your time, your money, or both. So, the one thing is that you have to remember is that we have a gift. And you could literally change somebody's life with this gift. When you change that, instead of thinking, oh, I want to sell them something. Oh, I want to recruit them for something. No, remember, you're locking arms with them, and you're going to help show them how they can grow an incredible business and change their life.
And for the follow-up, never just say just following up. Anytime you follow up, I mean, I know some people do that, but for me, I don't, because you have to add a new little flavor, add something that you didn't say already. Like this last follow-up, I sent her the video of the Rejuva beats. It was just like a 10-second video, but you saw the hair men, because she's a hairstylist. And I'm like, we could sell the shit out of these. I'm like, you could get all your customers off this Rejuva beats and oil, because she loves the oil. And so give them different ideas when you follow up.
Yep. 100%. So you guys, you know what? I'm going to wrap up the call. We're just a little bit over 30 minutes. Remember, we do this every Tuesday. Make sure that you share the training clip or in the recording when we get it done. And, let's get this message out here because this is invaluable. And we'll make sure that we include the sample hair quiz and also Brittany's Word doc for what exactly you need to do. All right, Britt, thank you. Mwah. Love you so much. You're amazing. And thank you guys always for showing up and pouring into yourself and into your business. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day. And for those of you that are in our Blitz group, we'll see you tomorrow at noon. All right, bye, you guys.
Oh.